After the year 2020, if college students were surveyed to know what type of instruction or learning type that they would prefer, many of them would go with the online classes or online instruction. As of 2023 June, time of class 2023, did a survey and surveyed students, and about 31 of them preferred face-to-face instruction and 69 of them preferred fully online or hybrid. Guess what? They also surveyed teachers, and about 59 of the teachers preferred in-person classes. Many of us here have encountered in-person classes and online classes, and have also been kind of forced to take online classes as of the year 2020. I personally, I have taken more online classes than in-person classes in the last 3 years, and I've seen the disadvantages of online classes. I've also studied the pros and cons of both types of learning instruction. Online classes has more disadvantages than in-person classes do. As of 2019, we can see here that more college students preferred to take courses in person on campus, and less of them actually preferred to take classes online. But this drastically changed after the year 2020, when we were threatened by the coronavirus. Online classes then became rampant. Because of how big of a thing it became, the disadvantages also became glaring. Now we could see that in-person classes has more advantages than online classes. In-person classes can give you more, online classes rather can make you not to have a good motivation or routine. People who have in-person classes have more rigid structure or routine on how they spend their time, especially self-paced online classes. These classes can make students not to do anything until the last minute of the semester to start putting in their work. In-person classes rather, can actually make you have a more rigid schedule on how things work. You would think that online classes give you more privacy, but they do not. Most of us have seen videos of classes that held in 2020 and 2021 that disruption and interruption happened while those classes were on. Your cats probably would buzz in, or your parents would also disrupt the class by coming in. Most students too prefer to have their classes in person so that they can discuss with their instructor and advisor in person. Some of the things they may have to say to their advisors or school counselors might not be things that they would want to definitely say at home while a family member is listening. We can also see here that due to the students' concerns about online learning, more students were concerned because of lack of interaction. This is also what happens when you take online classes than in-person classes. You would not have that opportunity to get to know your instructor one-on-one. Getting to know your instructors can also boost your scores as a student and your grades. Here we can see that some students also complained about internet access. Online classes can also limit a student's learning because of the Wi-Fi that they depend on. Now, we can also see that in 2020, Joan Ogg and a York University sociology professor called Carrie Wu and her students came together to research on the different advantages and disadvantages of these two types of learning. And they quoted, "The physicality of in-person classes presents a sense of community that can basically be lost online." We can see, and most of us who've taken online classes know the difference when we have that community, just like we see here in the picture. You would not be able to get this if you're online. Here also, we can see that there's a practicality that comes with some of the classes we take. If a student takes chemistry class or a performance art class online, they will not be able to practicalize the learnings and the theories. We can also see that excess screen time can come from having online classes. And these excess screen time can cause damage to your health, starting from your eyes and to your brain. Also, having a lot of online classes can prevent a student from going out and exercising when they have to. Some students would not regularly come out of their room if they didn't have in-person classes. Jerome Bruner in 1966 described teaching as a call for participation in a process that makes possible the establishment of knowledge. Here, you are called to participate, even as a teacher. And as a learner, we are also called to participate in learning. If we do not have the community and are stuck to our screens, we can miss out on that. With all these, in-person classes allow closeness with instructor. They can also boost your motivation and your grades when you get to know your instructor one-on-one. They also can give you practicality and performance. Now you can go into labs and you can go on the stages and perform the major or your classes. It can also boost your health. Going around and walking from class to class can keep you more healthy than staying in your room. It can also give you a community. In summary, online classes are here to stay. It is the new normal. But again, they have more disadvantages than the in-person classes do. So now that registration for classes is open for the spring semester of 2024, you can go ahead and choose your classes, but keep in mind and consider that again, online classes has more disadvantages or have more disadvantages than in-person classes do.